Our story begins on October 27, 2019. On this day, JYP Entertainment, a record label conglomerate, had an announcement to make about one of its most successful boy bands yet, Stray Kids. The announcement had to do with the lead vocalist and oldest member of the group, Kim Woojin. The statement goes as follows. Hello, this is JYP Entertainment. Woojin, who until now has been a member of Stray Kids, has left the team and terminated his contract due to personal reasons. We would like to apologize for causing concern to many fans with the sudden news. As a result, the release of Stray Kids' album, Clay Levanter, which was scheduled to be released on November 25th, has been postponed to December 9th. We apologize once again to the fans which have been waiting for us. Please give a lot of encouragement to Woojin, who will be going on his new path. Please give your warm support to the 8 Stray Kids members who will be continuing on their path to their dreams with a compass. Thank you. As expected, this statement sent Stray Kids' fandom, Stays, and the K-pop world as a whole into what can only be described as a state of shock. News of Woojin's departure spread quickly, and it was all that was being discussed for many days. The feedback was made up of mostly fans all around the world showing their gratitude for Woojin's hard work and wishing him well in the future, as is evident with the Thank You Woojin hashtag, which quickly trended when the news broke. Of course, alongside the generally positive messages, there were many fans who called into question the authenticity of the personal reasons for which Woojin left. This doubt was justified by the rather inconvenient timing of the departure. Why would JYP let an artist go when a comeback had been announced and was right around the corner? Another reason was the similarity of their statement to a prior incident with a JYP artist, in particular the departure of Junghyuk from Day 6. The statements were almost the exact same, just with different names. Furthermore, Junghyuk was caught up in a scandal a year after his departure for flirtatious exchanges and possible dating of a fan. It wasn't an unreasonable stretch to compare the two situations and get suspicious because of that. The doubts didn't stop at that, however. In a statement Woojin made on a group chat, Woojin expressed his appreciation for the fans and detailed his future endeavors. But amongst the sentences, there were a few words which caused the fans to raise an eyebrow.
Despite the lack of answers, Woojin mentioned something that created even more questions. In his statement, he said, quote, "I also need time to adjust and heal, even though it was hard to explain how long I've been debating this." Debating what? Leaving JYP? This made Stays believe that something had been happening there, something he didn't like, something that made him leave. So did that mean he chose to leave for real and that JYP did not kick him out?
But it is likely that this was due to a mistranslation. Woojin meant to explain the difficulty in explaining everything from when he was contemplating leaving JYP Entertainment to when he actually did it. Furthermore, the misunderstanding was caused by the Korean phrase "oren shigan gomine omyo," being translated as debating when it is closer to contemplating. More fuel to the fire, which was Stay's curiosity, was added on March 24th when Stray Kids' leader, Bangchan, seemed to have indirectly mentioned Woojin in a livestream while talking about the year of 2019 and their album SKZ 2020.
Last year there was a lot of things that happened last year, but I think it's for the best of for everyone. It's okay to make mistakes, like it really is, but just make sure to be careful because it can really affect yourself and people around you. I know a person who had who had to face the worst consequence by making a lot of mistakes, and it was because of those mistakes that really affected the people around him. If you make a promise with with the team or the people around you, you need to be responsible and really keep those promises, not break them. So don't be that person who just thinks about himself and think about the people, and make sure to think about the people around you too, because if you don't, it's kind of like betrayal. We can't go into too much detail, but yeah, I know Stays know what I mean. So yeah, Stays know what I'm talking about. Stays know what I mean.
As if that wasn't enough, when the song Don't Want to Admit by Bangchan was released, fans immediately drew a connection between Woojin's departure and the lyrics. This caused a barrage of hate to be sent Woojin's way too, as now people started to believe that Woojin's reason for leaving was self-centered and against the will of Bangchan and the group as a whole. Though later in a V-Live, Bangchan would clarify that the song wasn't about a certain person that a lot of people think that it is about, and more importantly, Bangchan said that he doesn't want anyone to go hating on that certain person. While this did not clarify anything about the first V-Live, it did clarify the song's intention and made a clear request to the fans to not hate on Woojin. This is a request that many fans refuse to acknowledge. This is the beginning of the accusations against Woojin. After Bangchan's statements, many fans had already started to accuse Woojin of bullying Stray Kids and being a traitor to Stray Kids and Stay. One of these haters in particular was quite vocal about her doubt of Woojin's departure from the start, and over the next 10 months, she and her friends took every opportunity there was to call in to question his character, morals, and make him look like a terrible person. This included falsely claiming that Woojin attended brothels when he was in China. In an effort to prevent any cyberbullying, I will keep the identity of this person anonymous and only refer to them as R. Keep this in mind for later. Another lie predicated by Twitter was that Kim Woojin was touching himself while watching Chaeryeong, who at the time was a minor, during a performance. This claim is the easiest to prove false out of all. In the video, it's easy to see that Kim Woojin was actually only rubbing his thighs. Now, if you don't know, rubbing the hands on the legs is a pacifying behavior which is the result of nervousness, stress, or sweating, making it very clear that he was not touching himself. Even so, this was the catalyst to the turning point against Woojin. Many people had started to see Woojin as a twisted and terrible individual who was a threat and predator to everyone around him. But these claims would only get worse. September 8th, 2020. This was the date that would change the course of Kim Woojin's life and the K-pop industry as a whole. An account going by the tag A1B3C4S9 made a Twitter thread. In the thread, the anonymous user detailed an encounter at a bar with a quote, "an idol who was very loved by his fans." During the encounter, she was allegedly sexually harassed and assaulted by said idol. The user posted 3 clues to who the idol was, which all pointed towards it being Woojin. Soon after the tweets were published and started to be spread around the internet, the account was disabled, and many other accounts started to share stories of their own. Out of the many other stories, only one managed to garner the same amount of attention as the first, which was made by anonymous user QP1PSOKW2XQY0IK. Everyone was shocked and angry at Woojin, and so started the barrage of hate that would only get bigger. These accusations spread like wildfire around the internet, and not so shortly after, Woojin made an Instagram post in Korean explaining to his fans what he's been up to, and in this he firmly denied the recent allegations made against him. In the Instagram post he wrote, "Something absurd happened to me today, and I wanted to catch up with the fans while I was at it. Someone spread a strange rumor about me on Twitter and deactivated the account. I have never met the person and have never been to the mentioned place. My fans must have been very shocked. Don't worry, because it's not true. I recently signed with a company of the same mind, and now I'm in preparation of my solo activities. The company will be taking legal action against the false accuser, and further response will be taken care of by them. Please don't worry. I'll be in touch. Thank you." This post, however, while being harmless, was also thoroughly mistranslated, and because of it, many people started to attack Woojin even more. They claimed that Woojin was using his sexual assault allegations as a means to promote his solo debut in what they called an apology.
See here? Oh, see? This is wrong from the start. Let's look at Woojin's Instagram post. The title, apology statement, wasn't even there in the first place. He was flabbergasted and was explaining himself in defense of the ridiculous accusations. 그리고 전 최근 마음이 맞는 한 회사와 계약을 해서 솔로 활동을 위해 열심히 준비하고 있습니다. I recently signed with a company of the same mind and now preparing for my solo activities. Everyone went crazy here. I don't care whatever you say, I don't know, so shut up and wait for my solo debut. So much stupidity. Back to the first line. Something absurd happened. To catch up, he's writing. He confirmed that none of the accusations were true and he wanted to console the worried fans by telling them the good news of his signing.
This wasn't an apology. His solo activities only began 8 months after this, and he was only catching up with his fans in this post. Nothing more. As if the mistranslation wasn't enough, many claimed that the company Kim Woojin had recently signed with, 10X Entertainment, wasn't real, forcing the company into showing their license of corporate registration and a lot of other documentation to prove in fact that 10X Entertainment was a real company.
See, here's our copy of corporate registration. And here's the business registration certificate. Oh, in the middle of all this, we even moved to a way bigger office. Got the verification to be a legit entertainment company.
Alongside that, 10X Entertainment posted proof on their Twitter which invalidated the story of the second most circulated allegation tweet. They proved that the image the tweet used as proof was stolen from the Instagram of a random Korean person, and after uncovering the CCTV footage of when the photo was taken, proved that Kim Woojin was nowhere to be seen.
Look at them setting up the whiskey nice and pretty for the Instagram photo. Right there. That's the historic moment this picture was taken, and it was all captured in the CCTV video. Fast forward, Woojin's nowhere to be seen, and most decisively, no women at the table.
The main allegation and other subsequent allegations were not disproven yet, but this was only until fans of Kim Woojin doing their own investigations found many inconsistencies around the original poster. To start, people found out that the account on which the original post was made used to go by the tag @ConfessMyDay, but prior to the accusations was changed. People also, through finding the email under which @ConfessMyDay was made, found out who made the account and linked it back to someone who we will refer to as TV, to again avoid cyberbullying. One peculiar thing about TV though is that she is one of the friends of R, yes, that R, and joined in attacking and tearing down his image. When TV was asked about the accusations and the account @ConfessMyDay, she confirmed herself that she made the account, but soon after making the account she had given the account credentials to R. A deeper dive into R's tweeting history proved that not only was she the first person to talk about the allegations, but somehow knew that it was Woojin before the 3 hints had been published. R, however, said that the original poster was just a friend of hers, and that she had nothing to do with the original post. These inconsistencies, coupled with the lack of information from the original post, gave it away to the investigators that the original allegation was fake too. According to R, her friend made the account and posted the allegations. But according to the friend of hers, R was in ownership of the account at the time of the allegations, but R doesn't have a history of ever having gone to South Korea. It just doesn't add up. While the couple was busy turning on each other, the investigators managed to disprove the next 8 most circulated accusation tweets too. In fact, the web of discrepancies didn't even end there, and neither do the amount of allegations that have been proven false. I highly recommend you watch Ever Glow Up's video about this situation to get a full picture on how truly absurd the situation got. With the sexual assault allegations being proven false, things died down for the next 5 months. But this was only until months later when Woojin was under fire again because of a teaser image posted by 10X Entertainment. The teaser was about the upcoming documentary 10X was making about the original allegations, which, considering the fact that they were false and the fact that the allegations were the topic of the documentary, makes complete sense. Even then, Woojin and 10X Entertainment were accused of mocking sexual assault allegations. What makes this claim even more baseless is that the original allegations were made as a sick way to get revenge on Woojin. So if anyone was mocking sexual allegations, it would have to be the original accuser. As if misunderstandings couldn't get worse on the internet, people actually thought that this was a teaser for an album, not a documentary. And shockingly, people still think that this is a teaser image for an album, not a documentary, months after the documentary's posting. Recently, Woojin and the allegations put up against him have come to light once again, due to his role in a movie. Some still believe that he's a rapist and belongs in jail. Others believe that even if he's innocent of the sexual assault allegations, he bullied stray kids and doesn't deserve to have a platform. And many believe that he's disgusting for wrongfully using sexual assault allegations to promote his solo debut and album. All of these claims have been proven false months prior to the announcement of the movie and its cast, but it seems like the internet never wants to listen, just wants a reason to hate. At the end of the day, Woojin is innocent of everything that he was accused of, from bullying to sexual assault to mocking sexual assault and everything in between. He doesn't deserve any of the hate that he gets on a daily basis, and after enduring more than 2 years of this constant hate, it's obvious that anyone more fragile could not have gone through the same mental anguish that Woojin had to go through to still be alive and doing what he loves today. It's easy to predicate a lie online, and it's even easier to spread it, but to harass, stalk, and threaten someone off of allegations that aren't decisive and most likely are false is a very deliberate and terrible act. Furthermore, it distracts from people who actually need their voices heard. Thank you.